Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today is Thursday, the 27th of November 2025. I'm starting over on the weekly time frame. Now from the weekly time frame, from what I can see, I've adjusted my key level slightly because I can see that this key level here has been quite strong, and we can see here that price has still not closed below. And usually what I do when it comes to cleaning key levels, I just like to turn it into a line chart, and I can see that this level here is quite strong because we have some swing points that have been touching this area. And surely enough, it looks like as much as yes, we have this bearish engulfing candle here, it looks like maybe price might want to make a slight pullback to maybe correct this impulsive move here, and then we see whether we can continue downwards or even heading up towards these levels and then heading off downwards, because I'm personally long-term bearish on the pound. So let's see, this is the daily time frame now, and on the daily time frame, whoa guys, yesterday I was really hoping that this trend line would hold because I was looking for sells, just because that was what I was seeing. Even though these candles, everything has been quite choppy, and maybe when I go to the lower time frame I'll explain it better, but we can see now on the daily time frame this trend line has broken. It looks like this was the impulsive move here. We didn't really make a lower low, so yeah, price might now be making a pullback. I think a potential area, if I take my fib, let me see, we have the 50 and we also have the 78.6, which is also down here. Maybe let me scale over downwards to the 4-hour time frame, but I feel like maybe price wants to make a pullback, maybe back to these levels here or even here, and then we see if we can maybe take that short-term buy up or even up to here. But anyway, let me go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so now the 4-hour time frame, guys. Anyway, I'm going to make like a proper prop firm update. But guys, if you're a Kenyan, nilifinywa, unajua kufinywa? Guys, I took a sell around this level here. Right here is where I took my sell level, simply because I saw this wedge. I wasn't fully convinced. However, I saw this wedge here and I thought this was the breakout, and I entered on this candle here. I don't know if you can see it, but I was a bit skeptical because I was like, this candle here doesn't really have that much volume. It also didn't really close below this key zone, which is also why you need to consider key levels as a zone. But yeah, I ended up getting stopped out properly. This was just quite interesting for me because it looks like this pattern here, this wedge formation pattern failed. And when I went on Google, I did check reasons why a rising wedge can fail. And we can see here there's false breakouts, weak volume, and there's unexpected market events, which this is what I believe, because yesterday we did have some strong unexpected news or fundamental factors that can override the technical pattern and cause a reversal. So you can see here, guys, it was not nice. Now I'm going to be on standby because it does look like price is making the pullback. So yeah, when I take my fib, let me see, from this bottom part to up here, yeah, we have the 38.2. I think now we can see it more clearly. I think that price might even want to come back to this 78.6, because we have this wick as here, we have this wick here as well. And usually for me, when it comes to these wicks, I just feel like maybe price might want to do a little something before maybe heading on upwards. However, I am just going to be watching this market until I feel convinced that price wants to make that pullback, because this pullback is something that I've been waiting for since last week. I got stopped out, tried to look for those sells over here, got stopped out. So now it's just like, yeah, now I just have to wait because it looks like December price action is starting and I'm not here for it. So anyway, yeah, I think that's my bias for today when it comes to this. Yeah, maybe just a pullback, shallow pullback. If it does bounce from here, that's fine. If it goes deeper and then we pull back, that's also fine. But either way, now I just, yeah. Anyway, I'll be making a proper video update. It's not been a good month for me, guys. Wish me the best. It's not going well. Anyway, let me look at the dollar index, because now on the dollar index, so this is what I was talking about when I had this hanging trend line, if you saw my previous videos. But now it looks like price did come, and it looks like we filled this wick over here. Now what I am thinking, or rather what I am hoping, or rather what I've been hoping is that price will come all the way back down here to fill up this wick that we have here, which I've been saying for a long time. So now I'm just hoping, because it looks like there might be signs depending on how this week closes. So if at all price comes to this, closes this wick here, fills this wick, sorry, and then we get a breakout, that will be nice, because I am also long-term bullish on the dollar. So let me scale down to the lower time frame and see what's going on. Okay, so the dollar lower time frame, this is the daily time frame. So it looks like this here looks like a double top. I can see that we had this bearish candle close and we're also at that trend line point. So there's a high potential for maybe price to come all the way back to these levels over here, and we can see we have this gap here. I don't know if you can see it, but this gap here was never filled. So I'm going to be on standby because this is interesting. I don't know, price might decide to even bounce off and continue bullish, who knows. But personally, I'm hoping that maybe price can make a deeper pullback so we can get to that wick that I'm talking about, and then we see what happens. For our time frame, I think we have a breakout of this trend line here. It looks like price is correcting. Potential areas, let me see potential areas from the fib. Okay, so yeah, we can see we have a 50 and we have a 68.6 around these levels here. So it might be nice for price maybe to come back, and then we see if it can continue breaking below. Sorry, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, I think my computer, something has happened. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me know on what you think. Today is a bank holiday in the US, so I was expecting not too much movement, but it looks like price is moving. So we don't really have news today, and we also don't have news on Friday. So yeah, guys, that is it for my analysis. I don't have anything much here. I'm just going to be an observer. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be making analysis videos this December, but if at all we still have clean price action, you can expect me here, and you can also expect me every Saturday for my long form YouTube videos. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Let me know what you think. Bye bye.